Good morning, I'm Simon from Auction House, East Anglia. It's Wednesday the 12th of February, it's 11 o'clock and it's time for our first live stream auction of the year. You're joining me live this morning outside a property that a number of you have come to view. This is lot number 86, Rectory Cottage, 3-bed detached and sitting in over 1 acre of land. Rectory is one of over 100 lots that we've got coming up today. To find out more about this and all of the lots that we're offering, please visit us online at auctionhouse.co.uk/East Anglia, where you'll also be able to download our latest Auction House magazine and auction catalogue. Coming up today, we've got a bit of everything from country cottages to city flats. Whether you're interested in land, commercial, holiday lodges, an investment or your next family home, we've got something for everyone. If you're registered to bid in today's auction, please make sure you've downloaded the legal packs and you're logged on at auctionhouse.co.uk. If for whatever reason you're having any technical difficulties, please pick up the phone and call our team on 01603 505 100 where we'll be more than happy to help. Whilst we will be sending text messages ahead of the lots coming up to auction, please keep checking back to ensure that you don't miss the opportunity to bid today. If you're joining us on Facebook, please get involved. Feel free to ask any questions about the lot or the auction process. Introduce yourself, tell us where you're watching the auction from, and why not have a go at guessing what the hammer price will be on some of the lots as well. Our social team will be online all day to help out. Without any further ado, I'm going to hand you over to our first auctioneer of the day, Mr. Brian Baxter, who is ready and waiting to start today's proceedings in our head office. Brian, over to you.
Thank you, Simon. Oh wow, do come back. We'll have the coffee on soon for you and warm you up. Welcome to our February live stream auction. It's the first one of the year. I'm really excited to be back on the rostrum. I'm going to be joined later on by my colleagues Simon and Chris, who'll also be offering a number of properties today. But we'll be getting on with lot 1, 91 and 91A Heath Road, Norwich shortly. I can already see some of you lining up to bid on that particular lot. Excited about today's sale because of the fact that we started off with 121 lots in the catalogue. We added another 5 late entries, and although we've sold a number of them prior, 10 prior, received offers which vendors felt they couldn't turn down, we've got a large number of lots to offer you today. The postponements and withdrawals, there are a few, but they're mentioned on the website. A few because legal packs and searches weren't back in time, and a couple of other withdrawals for other reasons. But have a look at the website. There may be a lot you wish to inquire about, which has been postponed from today. But the majority are appearing, and we will get to those shortly. I'd particularly like to thank our vendors, our introducer agents and solicitors for A, giving us their lots, and B, providing us with the legal packs, the ones that arrived on time. So we really appreciate your kind instructions. Certainly couldn't do it without you. We're looking forward to our 26th of March auction already, and we're taking lots for that. So if you've got any lots that you want to enter into that particular auction, we'd be grateful to hear from you. Just to give you a bit of an update for it, always good to do that in the new year. Last year we saw roughly a 16% drop in prices, which seems quite a lot in one way, but it gives a real opportunity now for buyers coming into this auction, particularly with the interest rate changes. We're already seeing 1 cut from the Bank of England, and they're talking about another 2 or 3 cuts during the course of the year. So that will make borrowing a lot more easy for you if you're intending to buy. And indeed, we've got now connections with a number of lending institutions and brokers who can get you that finance. In fact, they're visiting here today, so we'll be keen to see them during the course of the day. These providers are now actively lending on auction properties. So if you need finance, do give us a call and we'll put you in touch with someone. Regarding the today's sale, there are 3 ways to bid. So if you're already logged on to bid online, you should have got a link to be able to bid on the property that you're wanting to purchase today. If for whatever reason you have any problems with the connection, you shouldn't do, but there's a number on your screen to call, or you can ring the office here on 01603 505 100 to just double check on how your connection is going. And if necessary, we could transfer your bid to a telephone bid. Because we call our telephone bidders just shortly before the lot we get to. So if you have a difficulty with the connection online, give us a ring and we can do telephone bids. I've got a number of colleagues lined up to do those during the course of the day. I've also got proxy bids. People have left me with bids on certain properties throughout the auction, so I will be dealing with those on those bidders' behalves. If you are successful, the hammer will fall. There'll be a contract formed on the fall of that hammer. You will then get a call from one of our cashiers asking for the deposit. In all cases, we'll be asking for a 10% deposit plus, subject to a minimum of £5,000. And in addition, you will pay an administration fee and any buyer's premiums that have been mentioned in the catalogue. Completions are set in the main for 20 working days, but do be aware there are one or two shortened completions and a couple which are longer than the normal standard 28 days, 20 working days. So just check the special conditions of sale. We don't want you to find out later on that you needed to find the balance of the money earlier than you thought you did. All properties are being sold subject to reserve price in this auction, so if we fail to reach the reserve price, the properties will go live back on the website during the course of the day, and those properties will be live to bid on. If you want to bid on those lots which perhaps which fail to reach the reserve, make a bid. You never know, by the end of the day you might have secured that property, although obviously we hope that all the properties will sell during the auction. I really don't want to go on too much longer. I'd like to get on with the sale today. So lot 1, 19A Heath Road, is the first lot of the day. I can see there are a few people who have not connected and perhaps just want to make sure that all the systems are working, so I'll ask my colleagues just to make sure that those bidders are on the line and ready to bid. But as a final reminder, do make sure you've read the legal packs. You know about those completion dates and the money that you need to find today and then on the completion day. Failure to complete on an auction property might put you at risk of losing your deposit and indeed having costs awarded against you. That's the health warning. What I'd like to now do is get on with the auction itself. The first lot of the day is 91 and 91A Heath Road, Norwich. Ground floor shop, self-contained one-bedroom flat above. Obviously needs a bit of work doing to the building, but otherwise we've got a quoted guide, a competitive guide of £130,000 to £150,000. I've got interest on the book. I can see we've already got 11 bidders online. We've got a telephone bidder or two bidders. I'm just looking for Robert.
No, Sally's got it.
Sally's got it, so that's great, wonderful. So here we go. Where do we want to start? 130 to 150 is the guide. Perhaps in the middle of the guide seems like a sensible place to start. Who's going to bid me at £140,000? £140,000, what we're looking for. Excellent. And we're going in twos from there. So looking for 142. So £140,000 was bid. I'm now looking for 142. 142, thank you very much. Nice to see you on board today. Looking for 144. I've got £142,000. Do I see 144,000? Yes, I do. Thank you. 144,000. We're now looking for 146 at 146,000. 148 coming in at 146. I'm concentrating on the net at the moment, but if a telephone bidder wants to come in, just give me a shout. But at the moment, we're £146,000. Are we all done then at 146, 148 on the net? At 148, you will need to be quick. There is a slight delay from what I'm saying to what you're doing at home. So just make sure you press that button. I've got 154,000 now. I've got 154 already on the net. Do I see 156? You're getting into the swing of it now. At £156,000 on the telephone. Looking for 158. 158's been bid back on the net, looking for 160. At £160,000 been bid, at 160,000 on the telephone, now looking for 162, thank you. 162 back on the net, looking for 164. 164 been bid back on the telephone, looking for 166. There are fractions of a second between you pressing the button and indeed 168 coming on the net, now looking for 170. 170's been bid. Looking for 172, at £172,000 on the telephone. At 172 on the telephone, looking for 174. Thank you. 174's been bid. 176. 176. Thank you. Looking for 178. 178's been bid. Looking for 180. Round me up to 180. Someone at £180,000. Telephone has it again. at 180,000, looking for 182. We've been bid 182, looking for 184. 184,000, back on the telephone. Looking 186. There's three of you keep pressing the button on the net, so it's literally fractions of a second, but I got 188 back on the telephone. 190's on the net. 190 on the net. Do I see 192? 192 on the telephone. At 192, 194. At 194,000 pounds. 196 we're looking for now. 196. Telephone still has it at 196,000, but 198 back on the net. 200 is the figure. Nice round figure, 200,000 pounds. Are you out at 198? I'll take what 200,000 pounds has been bid at 200, back on the telephone now looking for. I'll take it down to ones now at 200,000 pounds. The telephone has it at 200,000 pounds. Going to raise the gavel at 200. This is your last chance at 200,000 pounds. Oh, 201 has been bid at 201,000 pounds. Back on the net at 201,000 pounds. Are we all done then at 201,000? For the first time. 202, okay. 202, telephone bidder at 202,000. At 202,000 pounds. Telephone now has it. Here we go then at 202,000. Do I see 203? 203 now. 203 at 203,000. 204,000, 204,000. Looks like it's now between the two of you at 204,000 pounds. 205. 205,000. You're out. Shake of the head. So it looks like we're back online at 205,000 pounds. Here we go at 205,000 pounds then for the first time. The telephone's going down. Second time at 205,000 pounds. Here we go. Selling away. Congratulations, well done. Persistence pays. Thank you to all you other bidders. Some of you tried very hard to press that button, but literally it's fractions of a second to get in. But we'll move on to lot 2 now, 132 Northumberland Street. Once again, there's a couple of people not connected. Can we make sure that there is a connection, or they're on the telephone, please? So here we go, lot 2, 132 Northumberland Street, charming. Obviously 3-bedroom end terraced house, needing a bit of updating, of course. Good for occupation, investment. Guide 160 to 180. I've got a bit of interest on this one, so let's make it easy. I'll kick you off at the bottom of the guide at 160. 160 with me, and we'll go in twos. So proxies opened at 160, looking for 162. Got 160,000 pounds. Do I see 162,000 on the telephone? At 162,000, looking for 164. At 162,000 pounds, I've got 164 on the book. At 164 now, looking for 166. 166, thank you. Looking for 168. At 166,000 pounds on the net at 168. Do I see 170? I've got 168,000 pounds. Do I see 170? 170,000 pounds on the telephone. At 170,000 pounds, telephone has it. At 170, do I see 172? I do. At 172,000 pounds. At 100, I can do 174,000. With the proxy at 174 now, looking for 176. 176,000 on the telephone. Proxy's now out, so it's with the telephone bid at 176,000 pounds, looking for 178. At 176,000 pounds, do I see 178? At 176,000 pounds, telephone has it at the moment, 178 back on the net. At 178,000, do I see 180? 180, thank you. At 180,000 pounds. At 180,000 pounds, with the telephone bidder, looking for 182. I'll take it down to ones then. At 180,000 pounds, do I say 181? 181. At 181, 182. At 182,000 pounds, telephone has it, looking for 183. This is for 132 Northumberland Street. We've got 182 at the moment, looking for 183. So here we go at £182,000. Are we all done? Telephone has it. Take 500. Last chance. Otherwise, we're selling at 182 for the first time. Do you want to run that down to 500? Thank you. So 182. Mr. R, you're out then for the first time then at £182,000. Second time at 182,000. Third and final time selling away. Congratulations. Telephone bidder has that one. So moving on to lot 3. Once again, I'm sure you're on the telephone, you guys. This is 60 Shipstone Road. Recently become empty after being tenanted for a number of years. Obviously, you could make a few improvements to enhance it. Needs builder, investor, come along for this one. Guide at 160 on this one. Where do you want to start me? 160, bottom of the guide, just to put me in. £160,000. Looking for £160,000 to start me. I haven't got any bids on this one, no proxies, so 150 perhaps, someone? 150,000, put me in 150. Thank you very much indeed, 150 and we're away. At 150,000 we'll go in twos. So 150 looking for 152. At £150,000, we're looking for 152,000, thank you. At 152 on the net. At 152 now looking for 154. At 152, 154, thank you. At £154,000, activity on the net. No telephones on this one either, so it's all on the net. So it's you on the net, going to have to bid on this one. I've got no proxies, 156 coming in. Thank you very much indeed. Looking for 158. Mr. B in at 158, thank you. 158,000, looking for 160. At £158,000, need 160. Are we all done then? At £158,000 for the first time. At 158 for the 160,000, thank you. At 160, looking for 162. Once again, there seems to be 2 of you active on the net, looking for 162,000. Mr. B, oh, there's several Mr. Bs. Thank you. Yes, 162, still going, looking for 164. This is for 60 Shipstone Road. Are we all done then at 162,000? I'll drop it to ones at this stage. At 162,000 for the first time. At 162,000 for the second, 163,000. Thank you. 163. Are we all done then at 163? Slow down a little bit. 164, anyone? Be quick. Ooh, I can't sell it quite at that. We're getting close, but still a little way to go. But do speak to us afterwards. I know the tenant's only moved out recently, so it may be one that you may want to consider making a bid on, or going to have a look at if you haven't already done so. The next lot is flat 4 Hardwick House. This is obviously King Street, 2-bedroom duplex apartment, obviously in a Grade 2 listed building right at the city centre. This is a great one to let out because it's literally at the top of Prince of Wales Road near the railway station and the castle and the very set city centre. So guide at 100 to 120. Someone put me in middle of the guide, 110. Middle of the guide. 100 then, bottom of the guide. Need to start. £100,000, bottom of the guide. Someone's hovering there, so 100. Thank you. 100,000's bid, and we're away at £100,000. So I see 102. I'm looking for 102,000. At £100,000, 102 been bid. Thank you. At 104. 104. Thank you. 106. At 104, 106. Thank you. 108. Got £106,000. Do we see 108 come in? Thank you. At 108, do I see 110? Got £108,000. 110. Thank you very much indeed. £110,000. Looking for 112. Mr. A in at 112. Thank you. £112,000. Are we all done then at 112? As with you, Mr. A. Mr. B's disappeared, so at £112,000. It looks like it's still with you, Mr. A. Are we all done then at £112,000? At £112,000. Are we on the telephone at all on this one? No, at £112,000. Still not there on that one, so we're going to have to pass that one in. So moving on to 16 Church Lane, Barford. Lots of interest in this. I can see you all online here. Guide at 180 to 200. It's a 3-bedroom semi-detached ex-local authority house, but in a big garden. Good one to do up. Plenty of space to extend it. Quite an exciting lot in a good location. I have bids on this, so I will kick you off with the proxy bid at £180,000, and we'll go in twos from there. So at 180 with the proxy, looking for 182. I've got £180,000. Proxy has it 182. Thank you very much. Mr. B in at 182,000. Now looking for 184 at £182,000. Well, I can do 184,000 with the proxy. Looking for 186. 186, thank you. £186,000. 188 coming in, thank you. 188,000 on the net. Another Mr. B. So this is 188,000. Looking for 190. Got 188,000. Looking for 190 now. At £188,000. Are we all done then at £188,000? Looking for 190. 190 coming in. There's two of you hovering. Who's going to be first? At £188,000, need 190. At £188,000. Here we go then. At 188,000, 190. £190,000 been bid. Looking for 192. We're here to sell at £190,000. Be quick, otherwise you'll miss out. We are going to sell at £190,000. So for the first time at 190,000, for the second time at 190,000, Mr. B, do you want to come back? We'll go down to ones if you like. This is Mr. LB. Do you want to bid 191? You may miss out. I just want to give you that time. At £190,000 for the first time. We're here to sell then at £190,000. You're hovering over that bidding button. Are you going to bid? I want to give you that chance. You keep hovering. Do you want to bid? Are you out? Because we will be selling. Make sure for the first time, for the second time, third and final time. We're selling away then. Mr. B has got it, but not Mr. LB. You're out. You keep hovering over that bidding button, and I just want to know that you are definitely out. I'll give you 5 seconds going once. This is going to be sold to Mr. DB. Make sure you know that it's not you, Mr. LB. Too late. It's gone to the other gentleman, so that has sold. So moving on to lot 6 now. This is 12 Sparrowhawk Way, Hertford, obviously Huntingdon, moving away from Norwich, so Cambridgeshire, and guided at 140 to 160. Lots of interest again in this. As a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. Does need a bit of improvement and renovation, but again, good one for owner, occupation or investment. I think we'll start in the middle of the guide because we've got so many people interested in this one. So 150 is the starting point, and we'll go in twos from there. So 150,000, looking for 152. 150. I've got 150 already, so 152. 152, thank you. Now looking for 154. 154. Right, okay. I'll come to you, Gary. There seems to be lots of hands on the net. I'll let them wash through. We're at 156 at the moment. 158. 160. 162. 164. 166. 168. 170. Okay, we're at 170. Slowing down a little bit, 172. I'm happy to take telephone bids now. If I've got looking for 174. 174 with the telephone, thank you. Looking for 176. 176 back on the net. 178 on the telephone. 180 back on the net. 182 on the telephone. 184. 186 on the telephone. Looking for 188 now. I've got 186 on the telephone. 188, any of you? There's 5 of you hovering now. Who's going to be first? Miss C is first. 188. Do I see 190? 190 back with Gary's telephone. We're looking for 192, thank you. On the net at 192. We had 194. It's already been bid, sorry. It came in on the net. 196. 198. Someone round me up to 200,000. 200,000, thank you. 200 on the telephone, looking for 202. At £200,000, so I see 202. At £200,000, telephone has it, do I see 202? Okay, we'll take it down to 1. Oh, 202's been bid, thank you. Mrs. W, do you want to do 204? 204? Yeah, 204, thank you. I mean, if you want to bid higher, then you're more than welcome, Gary. But we're going in 2 still at the moment on the net. So but you've got it at 204 at the moment. Just the one telephone bidder at the present time. At 204,000. That's with you, Gary. Anyone at we've got 206 back on the net. New bidder. Welcome on board, Mr. W. At 206. 210. 210. Like your style. Thank you. 210 on the telephone. Looking for 212. Anyone 212? Looks as though that might have done it. Knockout blow, perhaps. Okay, we'll take it down to 1s now, just in case. At £210,000, the telephone has it. At 210,000. Here, 211. Mr. L now. 213. 213, thank you. 213 on the telephone. 214 on the net, perhaps. I've got 213, telephone bidder has it. 214 back on the internet. Mrs. W. 215. It was a popular lot, this one. 216, do I see? I've got 215, telephone bid. 216 I need. At £215,000. Are we all done then at 215? 216. 217 perhaps? 217. It's been bid at 217. At £217,000. Here we go. At £217,000. The hammer is going up with Gary on the telephone. For the first time at 217. For the second time at £217,000. Someone just squeezed in under the radar there. Nice to see you bidding strongly on this one. We're now 219. 220. Okay. 220's been bid. 12 Sparrowhawk Way. 220. Looking for 221. I think this is it. So £220,000 for the first. At £220,000 for the second. Last chance. No one's hovering. No one's bidding. Selling away then at £220,000. Congratulations. Well done, Gary. Right, lot 7. A commercial building, formerly a scout meeting hall, got kitchen, obviously toilets as well, etc. Bit of land. The green lorry container will be removed prior to completion, just so you're aware. Guide at 90 to 110. We've got quite a lot of you bidding on this one, and I've got a bid on the book at the bottom of the guide, so I'm going to kick you off at 90 and we'll go in twos from there, so £90,000. I've got a bid of 90,000 on the book, so 90 is bid. We're now looking for 92. So 90,000's been bid, 92's come in from Mr. G, thank you. 94 on telephone. Looking for 96, 96, thank you. 98 now. 98's been bid. 100. 100's been bid. Looking for 102. £100,000, looking for 102. Thank you. 104 coming in. 104. Now need 106. 106. 108. Look for 108. I've got 108. 110, thank you. 110 on one of the telephone. We've got 3 telephone bidders on this one, so 112.
115.
115. Do we go in fives? Just to see. Let's. Does someone do 120 just to see where it goes? 120. Thank you. There obviously seems to be a lot of interest in this, and I just wondered if that might speed the process up. Someone do 125. I've got 120 at the moment. 125 on the telephone. Thank you. 130 perhaps. 130's been bid. 135 perhaps. 135 with you. Yes, on the telephone. So 140, thank you. 145 perhaps, thank you. 150. Mr. S has got it, 150, but Mr. MT has got. It's all going crazy at the moment. We're at 155, 160 with Mrs. P. 165's been bid on the net. 170. Looking for 175, thank you. Looking for 180. Looking for 185. 190. 195. 200 perhaps. Okay, at 195. The net has it. I'll start looking at the telephones again. Looking for 200. One of the telephones is gone. So at £195,000. Someone round me up to 200. Okay, I'll take it down to twos. 197 perhaps. 197's been bid. Back with Mr. S at 197. 199. 201. Someone want to do 201? Or 200,000 perhaps? Someone do 200? Thank you. 200,000. 201. 201 has been bid at £201,000. Looking for 202. At £201,000. Here we go then. At £201,000. Ooh, 202. At £202,000 for the Scout Hall. Looking for 203. At £202,000, are you out, Gary? We're at £202,000 for the first. Oh, 203's come in on the net. At £203,000 then. So 203, 204 at £204,000. 205. Looking for 206. At £205,000, 206. 207. Looking for 208. At £207,000. Once again, I think we may be there, although there is 2 people now hovering, so I'll give you the chance to do 208, or are you done? At £207,000. For the first time at 207, the second time at £207,000. Ooh, there's someone else hovering now. There's 3 of you hovering. Do you want to bid 208 or are you all out? Mr. G. Welcome on board, Mr. G. But we've got 209 now. 210. At 209 then for the first. At £209,000 for the second time. Third time of asking, I will... Ooh, 210. 210. 211. 212. Miss G, do you want to do 212? No? Okay. Oh, you do. So, 212 has been bid. 213. At £213,000. Just noticing there's about a half a second to a second delay on what I'm saying here to what you're seeing on the screen. So do not leave your bidding until the very last second because I will miss your bid. But at the moment we're at £213,000. We need 214 to keep going. No. Okay, at £213,000, oh, 214,000. Nearly got there. Mr. MT, you're bidding strongly, but G, are you coming back at me at 216? Oh, Mr. K, you've still got your cursor over your bidding button. I'm not sure if you're coming in or not, but we're at 215 at the moment. I need 216 to keep going. We're at £215,000. For the first time at £215,000. For the second time at £215,000. There's now 3 of you hovering. 216's been bid. Straight back in at 217. Like your style, nice and quick. Do you want to do 218? We've been trying hard to sell it. I'd like to sell it to someone at 218,000, but we're at 217,000 at the moment. Here we go then. For the first time at 217, for the second time at £217,000. Last chance. There's now 3 of you hovering. 218,000. 219,000. 220. 220. £220,000. Be quick. I'm going to have to hurry you up now. At £219,000, we will sell at 219 if we get, unless we get 220. We do. 221. At £221,000. 222. All the telephones have now gone, so it's just on the net at the moment. So we've got £221,000. Miss G, you're hovering. Do you want to bid? Or Mr. G, for that matter. You got 221 at the moment. 222. 223. Looking for 224. At £223,000. This is taking a while, but we're getting there. So, Mr. G, you're now hovering. Miss G, thank you. 225. Someone do 226. Once again, I'm calling at 226. 227. Looking for 228. At 227, do I see 228? Perhaps we'll put it to 2s. Just try 2s and see if we can knock the people out quicker, because I don't want to Spend all day doing this one, but we're at 228. Do 230. Round me up to 230, someone. Let's try and kill this off. Not kill it off. We want to sell it. 230, someone. Are you all done then at £228,000? Does someone want to bid 230? Thank you. 232. At £230,000. Looking for 232. At £230,000, 232. Looking for 234. 234. At 234,000, do I see 236? At £234,000, do I see 236? Mr. G, Miss G, Mr. K, all those other people who bid earlier, this is your last chance. 234 for the first time then. 234 for the second time. I'll just take it down to ones just to make sure again. 235, anyone, be quick. Otherwise at 234,000, here we go. First time, second time, third and final time at £234,000. Congratulations and well bid, well bid. Stayed with me all the way, bid back straight away, so that was, I'm really pleased that you got it. Obviously sad for the other people who tried hard, but we'll now move on to lot 8. Lot 8 is 11 Grenfell Road, Bury. This is a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. Annual income ideal for a landlord, obviously could produce almost £1,000 a month, but guided at 180 to £200,000. We've got a number online bidders. Thank you. Yeah, there we've got a telephone. Yes, here we go. So 180 to 210. Someone put me, I don't know, 180 bottom of the guide just to start me off. £180,000. Someone put you know £180,000 on the telephone at 180. At 180,000 going in twos. At 180,000 looking for 182. At £180,000, do I see 102 on the net? Thank you. At £182,000, look 184. 184. Thank you. 184 on the telephone. Looking for 186. I've got 184 at the moment. Looking for 186. Thank you. 186,000. Looking for 188 now. £188,000. Do you want to come back at me? No, at £186,000 then. At £186,000, 11 Grenfell Road. Are we all done then at 188,000? At 188, back on the telephone. It's against you on the net. Do you want to come back at 190? At £188,000. Are we all done then at £188,000? Take it down to ones at this stage. At £189,000, do you mean one? Hovering. 189,000. Two of you on the net looking to bid, so we're 189. Do you want to fill me up to 190? 190,000 back on the telephone, so looking 191. I've got 190 at the moment, looking for 191. Thank you on the net at 191, Mr. S. Mr. S at 191. You're out? Okay, at £191,000, the internet has it looking for 192. Mr. M, Mr. A, Mr. S, Mr. P, Mr. A. You're all there? Who wants to bid? We've got £191,000. Are we all done then? At 191 for the first time. For the second time at £191,000, take it down to 500s. Just to make sure. We're not there yet on that one, but we're getting close. So moving on to 1 Crampton Cottages. This is Park Lane, Newmarket, one that you can just walk to the centre of town. You might want to convert into studio apartments perhaps, but a good investment lot I would have thought. Guide at 140 to 150. There's 6 of you on the net. Telephone bid, yes. And I can kick you off. Well, I'll kick you off a bit low, but I can kick you off at £130,000 and we'll go in twos. So we've got £130,000 and go in twos from there. So 130 straight away, below guide at 130, so looking for £132,000 coming in. Thank you, 132 on the net, 132,000. I can do 134,000. So proxy has 134 now, looking for 136. At £134,000, looking for 136. 136,000 on the telephone, looking for 138. I've got £136,000. Telephone has it looking for 138. 138 back on the net. 140. Got 138. 140 I need. 140 I've got. At 140,000, do you mean one? 142? You do? 142 back on the telephone. At 142,000, need 144. I've got £142,000. 144 on the net anywhere? At £142,000, telephone has it. At 144,000 back on the net. At 144 back on the net, do I say 146? At 144,000, 145, okay, I'll take it. £145,000. Telephone has it now, looking for 146. At £145,000, do I see 146? There's two or three of you hovering, but do you want a bid? 146 back on the net then? At 146,000, 147,000 I need. I've got 146,000, do I see 147? One more. Telephone's gone then, so we're at £146,000. Do I see 147? At 147 back on the net. At £147,000, 148 I need. At 147,000, 148 do I see? One more. At 147,000, are we all done then? At £147,000. Right, don't think we can quite do it at that. We're very close indeed. But all you bidders there, 148, anyone? Be quick. No, we can't quite do that. We're so close. Speak to us as soon as you can afterwards. We might be able to tie that one, and we're literally fractions away. So Springfield, 20 Pence Road. This is Wilburton, Ely, of course. We've got a guide of 275 to 300 on this. Springfield House was demolished, of course, and planning permission has been obtained to erect a detached 4-bedroom, nearly 3,000 square foot house, but on a 2-acre plot of land. So be a very special property indeed, and guided, as I said, at 275 to 300. Bit of interest on this. There's 4 or 5 of you on the net. No telephones or proxies, so it looks like it's down to the net. So someone put me in, I don't know, £280,000. Someone start me at 280. Got no proxies on this one. Let's say 260 then, just to start the bidding. 260. Need a bid to start. £260,000, someone? Need a start. 250. 250. That's more like it. 250 and we're in. We'll go in fives from here. So we're at 250 and looking for 255. At £250,000. Do I see 255? I do. Thank you. At 255,000. 260 now. At 255,000. Do I see 260? Mr. P coming in with a bid. Is that? You're hovering. Thank you. 260. At £260,000, look for 265. At 260,000, do I see 265? Yes, thank you. All on the net activity at the moment at 265. Do I see 270? Lovely plot this, 2 acres at £265,000, 270 do I see? Mr. P coming back in at 270, thank you. At £270,000, look for 275. At £270,000, do I see 275? Hovering and bidding, thank you. 275, 280. Got £275,000, round me up to 280. At 280, at £280,000. All the activity on the net at the moment, telephones hovering there, but £280,000. Do you want to bid? 285? 282? 282? Is that what you're saying? 282 on the telephone now. Telephone's active at 282, looking for 284. At 282,284 back on the net. Mr. P has it at 284, 286. At £284,000. Shake of the head there, so it's back on the net at £284,000. Do I see 286? At £284,000. Take it down to ones at this stage. For the first time at £284,000. For the second time at £284,000. Miss C, Dr. A, Mr. P, do you want to come back at me? Otherwise, we will be at £284,000. Are we all done? Oh, I just can't sell it at that. Again, we'll speak to you afterwards, all of you, and see if we can do that. But we are so close to that. Again, lot 11 postponed. Lot 12 now. This is a really special lot, 168 Norwood Road, March. There's quite a grand house here, 4 bedrooms, 4 reception rooms, of course, and nearly half an acre. So a nice sized property, good sized plot, guided at 350. Someone start me at 350,000. Oh, I notice there's 2 or 3 people not connected on this one, so perhaps we're making calls, are we? Yep, good. So we'll start at 350, bottom of the guide. Someone put me in at £350,000. At 350, bottom of the guide. Someone start me. At £350,000. Do I see 330 then? At 330,000. Still no bids at the moment. £300,000, just to get things started. I need a bid to start. Unless I get a bid, I can't start. So £300,000. At £300,000, are we all done at three? Oh, I didn't think so. Here we go, 300,000. But we'll go in tens, because I can't sell it to you at 300. I'll be honest with you. I can't sell it to you at £300,000. Actually, I can't sell it to you at 310. But who would like to join in? At £300,000, thank you. At 310,000, now we'll want 320. At 310,000, need 320. At 310, do I see 320? I do. Thank you. 330. At £320,000, do I see 330? At 330,000. 340. At £330,000. Perhaps go in fives from here. At £330,000, do I see 335? Mr. H coming in at 335, thank you. Looking for 340. At £335,000. Are we all done then? At 340,000. Looking for 345. At 340 we have, looking for 345. Are we all done then? At 345. At 345,000, looking for 350. At £345,000. For the first time then at 345,000. For the second time at 300, I'll take it down to twos. Just give you that chance. At 347 perhaps. At £345,000. Mr. A, Mr. L, Mr. B, Mr. H, Mr. P, Mr. P, Mr. B. All your chance to bid now at 345. For the first time then at 345. Telephones out at 345. Oh, once again, we're close to the reserve, but not quite there. Speak to my colleague. So we'll move on to lot 13, 8 Small Holdings Road, Clenchwarton, vacant bungalow, obviously 3 bedrooms. It's on a corner plot, and good residential location this. So guided 160 to 180. We have bids on the book on this one, so I'm going to kick you straight in at 160, and we'll go in twos from there. So 160 with the proxy bid, and looking for 162. So 160's been bid, looking for 162. 162 on the telephone, looking for 164. Got 162, 164, proxy at 164, looking for 166. 166 has been bid, looking for 168. Got 166, looking for 168. All right, I can do 168. A couple of you flashed on the screen there. I'd rather sell it to someone who's active at the moment. Looking for 170. I've got 168 at the moment. Got 168 at the moment. Looking for 170. At £168,000. Are we all done then? 170 back on the net. Oh, sorry, I've got 170 on the net, so I've got 170 on the net now. Looking for 171. I'll take it now. 171. Looking for 172. 172 coming in. Thank you. 172. Look for 173. 173. 173. Mr. S, do you want to come back? You do. Thank you. 174. Looking for 175. 175. Telephone has it at 175. Mr. S, what do you want to do? Do you want to come back? Or Mrs. O, do you want to bid? 176. At £175,000 then, we're going to sell at 175 for the first time. Telephone bid has it at 176. 176 on the net. 177. Looking for 178. 178. Mr. B is in at 178. 179. 179. My glasses tightened. They keep dropping down my nose. 179 on the telephone. 180, Mr. B, or Mr. S, Mr. C, Mr. B, Mr. W. You're all there at £179,000. Telephone has it for the first time. Oh, 180. 181. 181 has it at the moment on the telephone. Looking for 182. At £181,000. Here we go. We're going to sell at £181,000 unless someone bids 182. At 181 for the first time. At 181 for the second time. Take it down to 500s, just to be certain. 181 and a half. Have you changed? Give you a chance. Yeah, we were just fiddling with a few buttons there, but yes, thank you. I thought that might help. 181 and a half. 182 on the telephone. Another 500 might do it. You never know. So £182,000. 182 and a half. 183. Good try, but they're still in at the moment on the telephone. 183 and a half though has been bid. 184. £184,000. Looking for 184 and a half. Doesn't look like it then. At £184,000. Here we go. For the first time, for the second time, for the third and final time, selling away at £184,000. Thank you very much indeed, you bidders. So we've now got 78 New Roman Bank. This is Terryton St Clement, 3-bedroom detached bungalow on the outskirts of the village. Obviously, good location. Guide at £120,000. We've got plenty of interest parties on this one. So, but there's a couple of people not connected. I do not want to miss their bids. Is there someone following them up, please? Is Matthew or Sally around sort of to ring those people? I don't know. There's 2 people who registered to bid and have not been not connected. So here we go. So someone put me in 120 just to start me. 120,000. 100,000. £100,000. Thank you. Oh, 120's been bid. That's all right. I knew you were all out there, so £120,000. 122. At £120,000 has been bid. Mr. C, straight in there, 120. I'm looking for 122. At £120,000, I need 122. Oh, the telephone has gone down. Looking for 122. 122's been bid. Thank you. 122. We're in the room, by the way, already, so it's going to be sold. It's looking for 124. 124 has been bid. Now looking for 126. 124,000, now looking for 126. No, at 124,000. I'll take it down to ones then, just to be certain. We're going to sell at 124 unless we can get 125. At 124,000 for the first time. 125's been bid. At 125,000 pounds, looking for 126. At 125,000, 126. Back with Mr. C at 126. 127, Mr. B has it.
Okay, no worries. Thanks, Mrs. Alden. Thank you.
Mr. C, thank you. Mr. C is in there at 128, now looking for 129. Thank you. 129's been bid. Looking for 130. Round me up. Mr. C, do you want to do 130? Hovering and bidding. Thank you. So 130,000 has been bid. Looking for 131. At £130,000, Mr. C has it. Mr. B now has come in at 131, so we now need 132. At 131,000, 132. Mr. C's back in at 132, now looking for 133. At £132,000, Mr. C has it. Looking for 133. At 132,000 for the first time, then at 132. At 132 for the second time, I'll take 500 from you if that helps. Otherwise, at £132,000, we're here to sell. First time, second time, third and final time at £132,000. Mr. C has it. Well done. Thank you, Mr. C. Okay, so we're moving on to lot 15, 3 Pleasant Road, Common Road, Wigan Hall, St Mary, the Virgin. My goodness, that's a long village name. Not far from King's Lynn, of course. Guide at £70,000. There's a 2-bedroom mid-terrace cottage. Requires refurbishment, of course, but is available with vacant possession. Oh my goodness, there's a screen with quite a lot of names, but a lot of people not connected. I'm just wondering whether there are some people who are looking to bid and haven't got connected to us, but we'll guide it. We've guided at 70, so someone put me in at 70. £70,000. Where do you want to start? We've got a telephone bid here. 60. Thank you. £60,000. At 60,000, the net beats you to it. So we'll go in twos from there. At £60,000, do I see 62? I've got 60 at the moment. Do I see 62? I do. Thank you. 62 now, looking for 64. At £62,000, 64, Mr. R. Thank you. Welcome on board, Mr. R. 64, looking for 66. At 64,000, looking for 66 now, Mr. J coming in at 66. Now looking for 68. I've got 66 at the moment. Do I see 68? At 68,000, thank you. Mr. R at 68. Mr. J, what do you want to do? Come back at me? 70? Round me up, £70,000. Thank you. £70,000, looking for 72. Got £70,000. Fresh bidder coming in, 72,000. Welcome on board, Mr. M. 72. That's £72,000, looking for 74. That's £72,000. Are we all done then? At £72,000. £74,000. Thank you. That's 74,000. Do I see 76,000? Telephone bidder has it at 74, looking for 76. Okay, we'll take it down to ones at this stage. 75. Otherwise, telephone bidder has it at £74,000. Take half if you like. 74 and a half? I thought so. Two of you, who's going to be first? Mr. M's first at 74 and a half. Now looking for 75. 75,000. Back on the telephone at 75,000. Mr. M, do you want to do 75 and a half? Not hovering at the moment. So hammer's going up at £75,000. Looks a keen price to me at 75, but we will sell at 75. For the first time at 75. For the second time at 75,000. I am selling, make no mistake, at 75,000, 75 and a half. Be quick. Telephone bid has it. Congratulations. Well done. Moving on to lot 16, 17 Church Street. Postponed from this auction. Will be in the next one. Lot 17, 139 Lynn Road, is sold prior. Lot 18, Flint Cottage. This is Webster's Yard, Sideston. Two-bedroom cottage. Obviously, one that's vacant at the moment. Guided at only £135,000. We've got 7 of you online, 2 telephone bids, and a proxy. So I will deal with that. I'll kick you off at £130,000 because I can, and we'll go in twos from there. So 130 with me, with the proxy at 130, so we're going in twos. So looking for £132,000 at 132 on the net. At 132, looking for 134. At 132,000, well, I can do 134,000. At a proxy has 134, looking for 136. At 136 has been bid. At 136. My proxy can do 138, looking for 140. At £140,000, I can do 142,000. £144,000. I've got a bid at £146,000. Looking for 148. £148,000, and I'm now out at 148,000. Now looking for 150. Proxy's gone at £148,000. He's in the room at 140,000. Mr. B has it, 150. Telephones, one's already gone down, so we're only left with one telephone. Are you coming back? Do you want to bid? Or anyone else online? Take ones at this stage. At 148,000, the net has it. Proxy's gone. We will sell. I'll give you a chance, or anyone else for that matter. Mrs. B, you hovered there. Do you want to bid 149? Or Mr. A, Mr. S, Mr. P, Mr. B? You're hovering. Just press that bidding button and we'll, you never know, you might get it for 149,000. Or Mr. A, you're hovering as well. So there's several of you. I don't want to miss out. So 148 and we will sell. So the hammer's now going up at £148,000. Are you out on the telephone? You are out. So for the first time, for the second time, Mrs. KB, you keep hovering. Do you want to bid? Be quick. I'll take it down to 500s just to give you a chance. Or Mr. A, you hovered as well? No? Okay, for the first, for the second, third and final time, we're selling away at £148,000. Congratulations, Mr. B. Don't delay. If you wish to bid, just press that bidding button. And so that's goodbye, that one. Lot 19 is 19 Dendale, Windham. This is a 3-bedroom detached bungalow. Good sized bungalow. Obviously Warner's very grateful for your kind instructions there. So we quoted a guide of 200, 250. I've got bids on the book, I've got interest, so we'll kick you off at £200,000 with a bid and we'll go in twos from there. So £200,000, look for 202. At 200,000, do I see 202? At 200, 202 coming in. Thank you, 202, 204. I've got 202. 204 now. 204, thank you. 206. 206, 208. 208, 210. All activity on the net at the moment. 210, thank you. 212. 212. 212, thank you. Looks like that's been between the two of you at the moment. Look for 214. Got 212 at the 214. At 214,000, now looking for 216. At 214,000, 216 coming in, 216, 218. 216, 217 then. 217, 217, thank you. At 217, 218. Telephone has it at 218. Look for 219. Mr. F coming in with 219 on the net. 220. 220's been bid. Telephone bid at 220. Mr. F is against you. This is H.